Hello, YouTubers, diecast collectors. It's Jared White, the J-Man63, yet again with another video, yet another day. We're still waiting on the mail, but I'm probably going to have a guaranteed haul tomorrow because I'm going to my favorite consignment shop. I'm probably going to wind up going down there. Hopefully some more stuff will be arriving tomorrow, at least I hope. And I got a conundrum because unfortunately I can't fit a futon the way I wanted to in here. I can't fit it along that wall right there like I wanted to, and I can't do two bookshelves on the wall like I had wanted to. The futon has got to go directly behind on that wall. Now, I can't fit any bookcases on there. So, that being said, when I get the new computer desk, which is supposed to arrive May 21st, I'll finally have that in place. The computer desk is more than likely going to have to go there. That seems like the most likely spot for a computer desk. Plus, there's direct access to an outlet, so I have a feeling the computer desk will be going there. But I need to get y'all's ideas on this because I had to recently hang these cars up just a smidgen. Because if you think about it, having a futon, and I literally have to hang 3 of these choppers because I have about 9 or 10 of them. I have to hang 3 of these bad boys up, and it's all going to have to go down about 22 inches. So the lowest shelf height that I can have is at, it literally has to come, if you're standing up, this is just fine, but if you're laying down, I hope and pray that if anybody sleeps a night over here, they don't wind up banging their head on this floating shelf that I plan to hang. I mean, it is about standing height, but I think if you're sitting up in bed and there's a bed sitting here, I don't think you'll have much issue if it's that low. I mean, I'm about 6 feet tall, and this only comes to about my head, so I don't think there will be much of an issue with that. So I'm thinking more than likely the floating shelf will be the cheapest and easiest option to display all of my choppers on one wall. Now, to the asshats who keep spamming my channel with links to porn videos, I will tell you now, your comments are not getting published on my channel when you keep spamming my channel with links for porn videos. So stop doing it because you're getting blocked immediately. Now, please quit sending me this crap. Now that's over. Stop sending me that shit, please. I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm done. Now, anybody else who spams my channel, whether you do it from a created account or another secondary alias or whatever, you're getting blocked. That's why I'm not making these videos for kids, because this is a news update, and I'm sick of you shitheads spamming my fucking channel. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, quit doing it, damn it. Pretty angry about that one. Now, supposedly there's going to be a second stimulus that's going to be hitting our mailboxes and our inboxes or our direct deposit accounts or whatever. Thankfully, I'm very thankful because that will open up the opportunity for me to get a lot more things for my house that I want to get. As if I haven't already ordered enough crap off of Amazon, there's still a few more things that I do want to get for my place. I want to get a grill. I want to get a patio tent. And possibly a new TV and a new sound bar. So hopefully that will happen. Like I said, to everyone who keeps spamming my channel, your comments are not getting published, though. They are not getting on here. So quit doing it. It's useless to keep putting porn links on my channel. So enough already. Alright? Whatever I do in my spare time is my business. Quit sending me crap and trying to make it public. Now, stop sending me crap. Sorry, it just makes me a little red-eyed when I see that crap, people sending that junk in my inbox. Yeah, enough of that. My business is my business. What I do online, I don't need anybody directing me to anything, and what I choose to do is what I choose to do. So, don't send me junk because it immediately gets in my spam folder and it clogs up my spam folder. And I got 4 or 5 accounts who are probably the same idiot doing the same thing from 4 or 5 accounts just trolling me, which is ridiculously annoying. Now, Sorry, it makes me red in the face when I have to deal with that. I just went on a major grocery trip to Aldi. It was crazy. It wasn't packed in there, but I definitely had to buy a lot of stuff, and I think a lot of people's food stamps have hit. So I think that's one thing that's making Aldi kind of nuts now in a lot of the grocery stores, because I think you got a lot of people dependent on food stamps right now who are having to go through that struggle of having to shop, having to be on that schedule and shop all at the same time. So yeah, it kind of makes it so you have to really wait sometimes. I didn't really have to wait that much this time, but thankfully I was able to get in and get out and get what I needed in a relatively quick manner. And I bought probably a whole month's worth of groceries because I want to be here when all my packages arrive. I want to kind of hunker down because I want to try to minimize my amount of going out the next at least 3 to 4 weeks if possible. Because as long as my bills are paid and as long as I have food for a little while till whenever Uncle Sam decides to hopefully get us more money in our bank accounts, hopefully, hopefully we'll see more of that. What's his name? The money printer, the printing press has urged Congress to enact a second stimulus. So Jerome Powell, I think is the name, has urged them to print a second stimulus check, and we're going to be hearing this as the bill passes this Friday. So I'm going to keep my ears tuned to the channels that I'm subscribed to. I'm subscribed to Stephen Gardner. Thank you for your information, Stephen. And I forget the other guy's name. It's some Asian guy that's on YouTube that gives me all the stimulus information, but I have been watching resources. I've been keeping a close eye on things. Unfortunately, I don't think I can claim any more weeks on rent to go. I think that they're kind of nixing that. I don't think they're actually going to Virginia Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Claim Filing CARES Act. I think I've already done that. Citizen Services, I've already filed for the CARES Act. So whether or not they have me in the system or something, or whether or not they do, I will keep checking my bank account and seeing if they auto file for me and do what they need to do. Hopefully they are still sending CARES Act payments out. If so, and if I buy anything else off Amazon, I'll keep you guys updated. I still got that gas pump I'm looking forward to getting. In fact, I'm looking forward to that so much, I even got a light bulb for it ready to go. A nice little LED 20 watt with the standard base. And this thing gets crazy bright and it runs cool. So it'll be great in that little gas pump globe. I was talking to the guy at Ace and I wound up picking up. It's really not an interest. It wouldn't have been an interesting haul video yesterday because I just got 3 light bulbs from Ace. I got the GU24 base, but unfortunately my backdrop is probably going to be changing. So when I get to the desk from this angle, you guys are probably going to be seeing this angle more than likely, which isn't bad to look at because you can see all my hats on there. But I do want to get more art. I've already ordered more art for this wall, so this wall is a little bit blank to me. So more art will be getting hung up in here for sure. Definitely more artwork I foresee happening. Oh, I got another notification here. Yeah, those are keep popping up. Sorry about that. I've figured out I turned off my Windows notifications when those keep going. Excuse that. Yeah, hopefully you guys are keeping tuned to the second stimulus. But like I said, and also, guys, please don't spam my folder. Please don't send unsolicited links. If you're sending me links to music sites, if you're sending me links to X-rated sites, if you're sending me links to garbage, then more than likely that stuff's going to get put in my spam folder. And to the person who keeps asking, can we be YouTube friends? Can we be friends? Quit it, please. It's creepy. Yeah, I do not want to be cuddle buddies with you, okay? Quit asking me. Now, I'm done with that. I'm starting to address people on here that are really bugging the snot out of me lately now that I've started to upload on the daily. But stay tuned for more daily dosage of packages getting open, because I'm sure once they do pass the second stimulus, I'll probably wind up getting a whole bunch of stuff off Amazon, because I do have plans to get a grill. I have plans to get a new TV, a new sound bar, maybe a few signs for the bathroom. I definitely have plans for the next round of Amazon orders. It will probably total at least 1,000. I know that seems like an outrageous amount, but that's 20 items you got to keep in mind. So that's literally less than $100 per item that I'm getting off of there. So when Amazon, when you look at it, Amazon really doesn't cost as much as some people think it does. Some people think it's outrageous. Well, I love Amazon for what they are, and I eventually do have to go to IKEA. And then also, if I have any money left over after this stimulus, I'm probably finally going to get a vacuum, because I'm sick of my carpets being dirty. I have not gotten one yet. I know people, I know if my mom's friend saw this video, she would be crawling all over me in a heartbeat about not having a vacuum yet. I know it's bad. So yeah, I know I need to get one. So yeah, so people out might wonder, how do I do all these videos daily? Well, yeah, it's a lot of caffeine, a lot of energy drink. Just helps me stay awake, helps me keep going. That's pretty much what I do, just this caffeine. When I get ready to get on here and get my videos done and stuff, I just get a bunch of caffeine in me. So I just had like 150 milligram Gridlock energy drink, which I might review tomorrow, because those things actually ain't half bad. I just tried the Extreme Red one. It's pretty good. But me, more than likely, I think a floating shelf will probably wind up going up here 22 inches from the cars. Like I said, I recently had to move all this down a smidgen. If you can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference between the last time I made a video of this place and the time I moved them, but I moved them up just about enough to where that if I do a shelf for my motorcycles, that it will clear, and that people who are sleeping on a futon won't be banging their head when they sit up in the middle of the night, I hope. Because I want to make it to where there's just enough room for sleeping. Otherwise, I might have to stick the futon out and get like one of those behind the what do they call those? Those skinny sofa table thingies. Yeah, I might have to get one of those, like a behind the futon nightstand for the back. I might get one of those, actually, a skinny sofa table for behind when the futon, when I get it. I'm not saying I'm going to get a futon right yet, but I'll probably wind up getting a skinny sofa table for behind here. That way, if you are sleeping, you won't be able to bang your head on the shelf. The futon will be out enough. And I think this room is relatively wide enough to where a futon for a full-size person, like if I'm laying down here and I'm tall, I think to where I can actually lay out on here, I think a futon will fit relatively well. And there will still be enough room for a walkway at least. So I have to go to IKEA. More good news. I have a desk arriving. It's supposed to be coming May the 21st. So I will finally be able to get rid of this makeshift piece of junk that I've been keeping around forever. I am so happy they finally got more of that desk in stock, the gray and black one that I ordered. I am beyond happy. I am so sick of having to sit down, squat, and do all this stuff, and I don't have a decent desk at all. So when I get this thing, yeah, it's a cheap desk. It's not super expensive, but man, is it going to be worth it, because I'll have room for my PC. I might have room for a few collectibles. I might keep a few collectibles on my desk. I don't know if I will or not. The Ready Player One figures definitely that I have. And in case you haven't seen those already, these are definitely going on my desk for sure with my PC. Because I'm a big fan of the movie. I liked it. It was good. Yeah, but quit spamming me, please. That's just common courtesy. Thanks. You're getting pretty much banned immediately. I mean, I'm glad YouTube has been able to filter out all the garbage that people comment on my channel, because not everyone usually follows the community guidelines, and people are still have the brain the size of this, so they obviously don't know that their comments are getting pushed through because they have the brain the size of a pea. So I really can't stand that. So quit spamming me because you're not getting through. Yeah. So here's my Gmail because I have a feeling somebody has already written something stupid or whatever. I have a feeling somebody's already writing something on this stream. Yeah, looks like we're just live and that's it. Okay, so nobody's saying anything at all. But look, I am sick of it, so don't do it, please. It's not worth it, and you're not getting through anyway, because eventually YouTube's going to block your account for doing all that. So I'm pretty sure that I've blocked more than like 4 or 5 users in the past few weeks. And to round off the stream, since we're already at 16 minutes, I want to try to keep it to 20 minutes of stream, but there is going to be more unboxings. I just don't know when, because Amazon is so weird with their stuff, and most of my metal sign parcels have gotten held up in Los Angeles, California, and they're still clearing the stupid customs process and crap. I think they're probably cracking down a lot more on stuff from China, more than likely, because a lot of the stuff I ordered is from China. So whenever it's coming out of China, more than likely they're probably going to be cracking down on the customs for initiating stuff. So a lot of the stuff that I'm ordering is coming out of the motherland of the coronavirus pretty much. I don't want to say that because people hate when you mention China and coronavirus all in the same sentence and say, oh, yes, they were responsible for it. Everybody quit sweeping it underneath the rug. Anyway, I'm sick of people doing that. But yeah, I think anything that's initiating customs clearance is going to take a while in China, and it's going to take quite a bit for that stuff to pass because it is coming out of that area, and that's why that's the place that's been hit the hardest by this virus. And I hope everyone out there is staying safe during all this pandemic and all this mess and everything. I really do hope y'all are staying relatively safe, at least staying active. I know I haven't been as active as I should be because I've definitely gotten myself a little pear-shaped over the last few months. So yeah, this beard is pretty much camouflage for the double chin I'm probably been developing underneath this thing. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for the way to improve this room other than just the floating shelf, which I'm probably going to wind up doing, that shelf was actually a good idea to buy that because that helped free up a lot of space and get the cars off my Ratfink cabinet that I need to put art, and everything is a piece of the puzzle, guys. You got to keep in mind. So the new shelf I ordered, the 5-tier bookshelf, is going to wind up going in my race car room, and that will probably be a better idea because the next thing I plan to buy is more electronic stuff, and getting a TV and a sound bar when I have to move all my race cars and stuff, that sound bar is going to need a place to go. And if you're aware of what my living room looked like in the last video, there ain't room on my entertainment center for a sound bar or any of that crap. There's a whole bunch of cars on my entertainment center that are race car basically related. So that stuff needs to get moved. So my shelf is going to be going in that room. Also, I will be probably able to upload videos to YouTube. I cannot stream them, however, but I can upload them once I get my memory card for my smartphone. So I can go live. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. So make sure you subscribe so I can go live because I need 1,000 to do that, which it's really stupid, but subscribe so I can go live, guys. That's all I got to say. Help boost my channel along, help keep things going, and quit spamming me because that's getting tiring. I would rather have less spammers than actual subscribers because if you're the actual blood of my channel that keeps it pumping, good. If you're subscribing just to spam me, then get out. Don't spam me. Don't subscribe me just to spam my inbox, and don't do any of that. I wonder what my count's gone to. Curious. Yeah, Yeah, don't do that. Please. I'm sick of all that. It's getting old, them doing that, and I've already addressed it twice on my channel. I did it once during Christmas. I'm having to do it a second time. The third time, I'm going to be really going through my subscriber list, seeing who's who and who's who, blocking who I need to block. So the third strike, I'm going to be really reeling through my subscriber list, seeing if you're legitimate or if your profile picture and stuff, and checking your profiles. Otherwise, I'm deleting you as a subscriber, and this might take me a while because I got to go through 689 profiles. But the third time I hear this spamming thing, and you start trolling my inbox and sending me links and stuff, I'm pretty much banning just about every single one that's been trolling me. So I'm calling you out, and don't be spamming me, please. I keep this channel fresh every day, and I try to keep it so people don't do this crap and don't do this garbage. So don't do that. Now, I've already said it 5 times, so hopefully everyone got the message. Now, I'll be setting more shelving up in my living room. I've got 3-tier shelves arriving. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of shelving over the next few weeks for my place. I've got a 1 single unit shelf. So that is a single shelf that is a floating shelf. It doesn't actually float, but is an invisible bracket shelf that's going to be going in my racing room. There's also going to be a 5-tier shelf that's going in my racing room, and then two bookshelves for downstairs. So there's going to be a lot of shelving that's going to be going throughout my place to get my man cave in order. I even purchased a stud finder. I purchased drywall anchors. I think I purchased just about everything that I need for the coming months ahead for when I do my projects and stuff. I'm trying to get extra prepared, so I have everything. Yeah, things have been a little sporadic. Days have been of going out sometimes doing this and a little bit of doing that. Things have been sprinkled in between so I don't get too bored, but I think next week is going to be project week, to where I'll have more to do at home because a lot of stuff is arriving. I'll have a lot of stuff to hang up and actually do, rather than just go out and have to spend money, because pretty much most of my money has been spent by now. I have a decent amount of savings built up, like $4 grand in savings, and then I have like $700 built up also in another CD of my mom's. So I've got a good amount saved up in case for the foreseeable bills that might come out of this whole thing when with the whole pandemic. So hopefully with the foreseeable future and everything going on, I will have money for all that. Stay tuned to Stephen Gardner's channel, and make sure you check out all the stimulus updates going on. Hopefully they will pass this bill. I really have my fingers crossed that this bill is going to get passed, to keep my audience with me and fresh. This goes for everyone, whether you lean left or you lean right. Of course, I don't support the fact that they want to give illegal immigrants stimulus. That is completely asinine and ridiculous and does not need to happen. I'm sorry, you didn't pay to be in this country. You shouldn't be in this country getting stimulus from the government. Sorry, that makes me out of breath and ticked off, because that just ticks me off. Because border jumper, I call them border jumpers pretty much, but border jumpers shouldn't get money. I'm sorry. If you're a border jumper, you shouldn't get money. I'm sorry, plain and simple. If you jump the border, no money for you. I'm sorry. I think it's going to get shot down immediately. I hope it does, since the Republicans control most of the controlling state of the House. And there really is no changing my mind on the fact that I don't think illegal immigrants should get stimulus. I think it's ridiculous. The whole cannabis industry thing, I support the idea of that. If that gets passed, I hope it does, because that could be good for America if we have a way for the cannabis industry to pump more money into the economy. That would be good. But I support legalizing it and all, but I hope that it does get supported, and I hope that it does pass. It probably won't, but it might get shot down. I don't know, but we'll have to see what happens. I hope there's a lot of things that do pass. There's some that are saying that are dead on arrival. I think the 1,200 stimulus that we're going to get next is definitely not dead on arrival. I think that's definitely going to happen. I don't think it's a matter of if. I think it's a matter of when it hits our deposits and stuff. And I am pretty sure that my predictions when the stimulus hits, I think it's either going to be June or July, people. I think it will be mid-June to mid-July when you first start seeing the next round of payments. That's what I would guess. Don't quote me on it. I haven't heard much of anything from it yet. But if they do pass it, I have a feeling by mid-June or mid-July, you're going to start seeing those payments hit your deposits. I hope. Because there's a lot of crap I'd like to buy on Amazon. There's a new TV I'm looking at. There's a new sound bar I'm looking at. There's a lot of new stuff I'm looking at getting. I'm looking at getting a grill. I mean, all that stuff costs money. And when you have 20 items in your Amazon cart that cost over almost $1,000 and, you know, when you have a 4-figure spending list, yeah, you kind of are ready to get your place done when you have all this money allotted to you, hopefully. So that's what I'm doing, and that's my plans. Not just that, also to get a vacuum, which I need to sorely get, and get more shelving eventually. I'm only getting 2 more shelves after this. I'm only going to get the floating shelf for here, and I'm only going to get another bookshelf. And after that, I'm all good on shelving pretty much. I think I'm pretty much done with that. So yeah, I've been really outfitting my place and doing what I can do. I can't really do much than just tell you guys there's going to be a lot of unboxings on the way. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff getting shipped out, and I can only say the reason probably being that it's taking so long to ship is that they probably have way more procedures in place. They probably have way more stuff going on in China where a lot of the stuff is coming out of. A lot of people have to wear face masks. They probably have to sanitize equipment. You know, to really ship items out takes a while, I'm sure. And not only that, but I also heard that a lot of Amazon employees kind of went on strike or did go on strike. I don't know if they did. I'm going to see. Let's see if they did. States demand Amazon Whole Foods reveal number of coronavirus cases 4 days ago. Amazon Instacart worker launched Mayday strike to protest. Huh. So about 2 weeks ago, they've already released a strike. Essential workers unite for Mayday strike. Is it enough? So it says that they have Friday Frontline. I don't know, guys. I'm not really certain. So I see it didn't stop business. It was still a success in the time. The Mayday strike from Amazon, Instacart, and Target workers didn't stop business. It was still a success. In the time of coronavirus, essential workers can hold effective protests even without huge attendances. So apparently they have opted to tax Bezos, which I do support that. Jeff Bezos is stinking rich. He is rich as a motherfucker. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I remember this is not all for kids. So he's rich as hell, people. I mean, he's profited so much off of us buying crap off of him. Not to say his service isn't convenient, but he is a rich person. So yeah, he obviously, I think he does need to be taxed. There needs to be more of a wealth tax put on the wealthy, honestly. It says the protests were historic and to a degree effective. For the first time, organizers brought together over a coalition of law, paid, non-unionized unionized and often temporary employees from some of the largest companies in the U.S. They gained the backing of political leaders like, wow, Cory Booker and Sam Elizabeth Warren? Holy crap. Tweeted in support of workers, and more infrequently their protests drew significant media coverage and public support at a time when the customers are more grateful and sympathetic than ever to the workers' essential. Yeah, Amazon employees, I love you guys. I don't know about Jeff Bezos, but you guys work in the front lines. You definitely deserve a lot more pay for sure, I think. They definitely need to at least be paying them $20 an hour. In my book, they need to be paid $20 an hour. At least is there, because they work so freaking hard, man. If you're working at a fulfillment center, you're working your ass off. But I understand, and they say we haven't seen anything like this since the 1930s. Keep in mind, that was almost around the Great Depression era. You know, during the 1930s is when the steel mill strikes were going on, when the freaking steel mills were overworking workers before the whole labor laws and crap. You keep in mind, it's a historic strike, even though it wasn't in huge numbers still. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost, I knew it was going to be historic when I read about it, but I didn't know it was going to be like the steel mill strikes of the late 20s and stuff. That's kind of crazy. Organizers of the protests at different companies have remarkably similar demands, which would be nice. Masks and gloves, extended time off to recover from the sickness, and higher pay. Yes, I can't stress that enough. Amazon employees, you definitely deserve a raise. I'm serious. I've ordered so much crap off you guys now. I'm sure I backed up your fulfillment centers, I'm sure. But Instacart shoppers, Amazon pickers, I don't really know if I'm an Instacart shopper, but I'm definitely an Amazon picker. I pick stuff off of there and buy so much junk off of that site. Zoom, Telegram, and Facebook and other platforms to coordinate today's action. So interesting. But it's nice that Amazon workers did receive the support from the government Democratic leaders. That's nice because, yeah, if anyone deserves a toast and a glass raised to you, it's definitely the Amazon workers who are on the front lines working at the fulfillment centers and stuff like that, for sure. So yeah, definitely a big thanks to you guys. All right, so that being said, I have a lot of packages arriving. I'm waiting for drywall anchors. I'm waiting for stuff. Right now, I'm waiting for a memory card to arrive in the mail. Everything's just all of a wait and see game at this point. I can only wait on my mail. That's all I can do. Right now, I'm not really shopping at stores, so to speak. I will be going to Design and Consign tomorrow, and I'll wait until the end of the day. If nothing shows up in my mailbox at all tomorrow, which I'm hoping something does, I will post a little bit of a haul video tomorrow if I buy anything at Design and Consign. I probably will. Whenever I wind up going down to Hilton, I always wind up buying something, so you can most likely guarantee there is going to be a little bit of a haul video tomorrow. I've saved up $65 to go there, and I have it on my nightstand ready to roll. And tomorrow I am taking the bus down to Hilton, and I'm going to check out the consignment store. So, yeah, hopefully you guys will watch along with me as I unbox everything and open everything, but I will be live on Instagram tomorrow in Hilton. You can follow me on my Instagram channel at capital HWJRODDER capital JMW. I will be live. I will be on a live feed on Instagram tomorrow. Follow me through that. Facebook, I don't know if I'll be doing anything live on Facebook. I'll be doing a place tour on Facebook and Instagram. I'll do a tour of my place a little bit, I think, once all this gets done. Hopefully the country will reopen soon. Hopefully we'll see GameStop open soon. I'd like to eventually get a few shirt pins from there, and hopefully we'll see things opening up soon, guys. I really do hope that the governor finally opens the country. I pray he does. for all intents and purposes, I think we're really starting to see the effects of cabin fever. I mean, I've been losing sleep. I feel like I'm somewhat starting to go manic again. So, yeah, I hate when I feel like that. And I think that when I get out and when I actually have done more stuff and I feel like I sit around and become less stagnant, I feel like I actually am tired. And now that I've been on such a Monster Energy, Red Bull, and uh, Rockstar Monster binge, drinking them like at least once a week or at least once or 3 times a day. Yeah, I've definitely started to feel the effects of it, and it's definitely gotten to me. So hopefully tonight I'll cop some sleep because I have to, guys. I really have to because it is just crazy right now with everything going on. Um, Now I know with the governors and everything and the leaders, they're in kind of wait and see mode with this whole stimulus check, and they're saying that they are not ruling out future payments. So keep in mind that um, there could be a third down the line. They've already said they're not ruling anything out in the future. They've said a third one could be down the line. I don't know if that's guaranteed if the country opens back up and people are actually back to working, but they're saying it's not going to be a V-shaped recovery. It's not going to be a W-shaped recovery. It's going to be more like an L-shaped recovery with a slow incline up to normal. So, yeah, they're saying if we don't act fast enough, it's going to be bad. So, hopefully, they will get off their rear ends and actually act on things and do stuff that they need to do. I do hope we get that. There's no way I see us coming out of this alive if they don't pass the second stimulus. I don't see it happening, honestly, because this imposed lockdown is lasting way longer than they thought it was going to last. And people tell me to accept it as it is. It's like I can't accept it as it is. I mean, I can't. It's hard to. I I could leave it. I could wipe my rear end with the word acceptance as many times as I've heard it. So, to be honest with you, I'm sick of the quarantine. I could wipe my rear end with the word acceptance. I'm done. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be over soon. I'm sick and tired of it. As much as I'm sure you guys are, as much as I'm sure everybody else is at this point, I just hope that everything gets better for the country and that we get to a better state. Anyway, I'm going to end the live stream there. Have a good one, guys. Bye.